Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had to deal with some stuff. Some of us had to go get some food. I'm not going to point fingers, but it was me. And we are getting back into it, hopefully with some crispier frame rates and a little bit better quality. Having some issues with the new spectator and everything. But
Just Overwatch in general.
yeah, Overwatch is just kind of being a butt. And it's fixed now, hopefully. And we are starting right into this match. It is going to be 999 versus BEWP and Gravy. 999.
Wait, wouldn't it be BEWP and G?
BEWP and G. Well, I don't think Gravy's on their roster. Normally, he's their sub for this tournament. So, as I'm going off of Korn's name, it's in Discord. That is, it's
Korn and Gravy.
It's BEWP and Gravy.
Feels good, man. But getting some good old Route 66 plays going on here. I wonder if we can see some Bastion attack.
I don't see it from these teams. They're probably going to stick to the standard dive.
Most likely, but we can hope. Hope for the memes.
Please, Korn, stay on Doomfist.
Oh, yes. Got some screaming going on in the match chat right now, but don't know why that's happening. Korn on Widow, PogChamp, but...
Or he just wants to play the game.
Yeah.
It looks like we're having kind of a unconventional hold from 999. They are known to meme in the past. Gonna be looks like Dying Pie, the Lucio bot. MPD, the man I thought would be playing Hanzo, is gonna be playing Mei. Rar, the OG Reinhardt of the sub tournament, gonna be on the Reinhardt, obviously. Herp's gonna be playing the Ana Airbus on the Hanzo, and then Ori is gonna be playing Zarya. And as we say that, Korn goes over to Winston. They are playing dive.
Yeah, BEWP's just running the same compo over and over again. I'm more surprised. I'm wondering how this Mei is going to go on this defense. I could see it working, especially if they dive the top. But
yeah, she can be pretty good as counter dive. Not as good as like something like a Junkrat, but people have been swaying away from Junkrat for the most part. Looks like a pretty standard hold right now as Korn jumps up to the top rope. Gonna be doing some damage through that shield, but the sleep on Ori might be something they can go off of. Never mind, Lucrest is gonna get knocked away for the most part. Trying to deflect some. Korn getting healed up by his team. Round almost demeched. Never mind, he does get demeched. That healing through the mech damage.
Oh, Lucrest getting a pick.
Yeah, gets MPD, but they don't have a Diva mech to help them. It's just going to be Korn jumping up on that high ground. Lucrest is taken out by Rar, and Airbus does take out Gravy. Pi is going to just be fighting Avalok and losing, but Rar with a double fire strike and the shatter off the map. There he goes.
So, wait, hold up.
Yeah, he just does a sick play and then ends it with just a sad suicide.
Korn didn't get hit by the shatter though. He jumped out of the way.
No, he didn't. He jumped out of the way, and he thought that Korn was going to jump back. MPD does take out Lucrest. Yeah, the Mei is working out. He's 50% ult, and he's going to be doing what he can. It's going to work out versus the Mei and the Diva and the Genji. The sound barrier comes out from Pi, saving his team for the most part, as Korn is just caught out, and he's going to be staggered for the most part.
Yeah, BEWP needs to just... They're way too scattered right now. They're now starting to condense back onto this point as the crust goes in against that. But we do see an Ana Blade coming out.
Might be able to do something with this. Dave does take out Rar. He was antied and low health. Not getting any kills with the Nano Blade. Herp is just doing what he can up top. They are going to get this point. The Nano Blade is very unsuccessful. I think the first one I've ever seen of Lucrest miss.
Well, the thing is, it also forced... Like, a Nano Blade's scary, so that's what it did. It caused panic. So, well, the Nano Blade didn't get anything. Gravy got 2 kills. Avalok got, like, I think 2 as well. So, between the two of them...
just kind of... Yeah, it made them kind of separate, split up, and play a little bit more panic. Rar does get taken out. MPD is just stuck in that frozen shield for the most part. He's going to get taken out by Korn. Herp does take a Lucrest, but it's not going to matter too much.
Good old Hearthstone reference.
High feeding, yeah.
They're just having Dave sit on this card by himself.
I just realized something. We have the ultimate counter to Dying Pie, a Diva Bomb.
PogChamp.
That man will just seek out the Diva Bombs and die. But Gravy does get a stick onto Herp there, and looks like they're gonna dive up as they push out, knowing they don't have that Ana to heal them out. Airbus does take out Lacrosse, but Korn is gonna take him out in the meantime. Trying to freeze that Winston as he jumps away, and they're gonna have to try to contest here.
Yeah, and there's the grab coming up. Where did that even get? Oh no, it got killed.
It got even by Diva. That's just the
We
worst.
don't see that happen anytime soon. We do see the Hanzo. There's the good old stalling Mei ultimate, so that everyone's gonna scatter away from the point.
Round gets frozen even on that top rope. Where's
There's
Pi to
Johnny
take the bomb? No,
Not
nowhere to
even
be
here.
seen.
They're gonna get the second point, and it's not gonna do anything. Dying Pie on the
He's
cart.
contesting 0.75 meters. His team's getting there in time. Just trying to stall for some time.
Yeah, but not gonna be enough.
It gets some ultimates for the team, maybe.
The thing is, you have a Nano Blade coming up for this next push, and that's gonna be scary. Along with Gravy having his Pulse Bomb, going to be kind of scary.
Yeah, Gravy's been successful with those pulse bombs. And
Yeah, Gravy's just been doing a good job, and like we haven't talked about him, but he's just been on the sideline consistently harassing.
it's that
Losing
solid
the game.
consistency.
Yeah,
Nothing
solid
flashy,
consistency.
nothing flashy, nothing huge, but he is just doing everything he needs to be doing.
Yeah. Like as you see, he's just sitting up on there, just casually poking him with the tracer stuff, making sure everyone has to keep.
Yeah,
get
speaking
built
of
up. And
which,
then we see
jumps
Pulse
in
Bomb
with the
coming
pulse
in.
bomb. He does get Dying Pie. Lacrosse with the Dragon Blade does instantly pick up 2 people with that. And Rar's the last one on the point, stalling as much as he can, waiting for his team.
It's not gonna be enough time though. They might be able to get back on point for a stall here.
Yeah, they got the
They
regroup.
will.
MPD is on the Junker already at 38%.
Ooh, Erebus getting fragged out, and no one's on the point to harass. Korn popped the ultimate to keep everyone back. Or tries, but not gonna get the point.
You said last round it was a little bit of a uncoordinated team, maybe a newer team versus a team that's worked together well. I think this is a meme team versus a dream team now. Like,
Well, I think that was them. Like, it was memeing, but it did have like some like benefits. Like again, the Mei actually is decent against Winston because Winston's going to dive in and try to be in your face. Mei also likes to be in your face, except she's going to freeze you and make you suffer her icicles right into your headshot box.
yeah, I mean, the thing with Mei is that she gets in your face in another way, is that she wants you to dive her because she has that ice block. She has the wall and everything like that to stop you from escaping. Like,
what would have been interesting if, like, after Korn had dived, like Mei had the wall ready, so like it pretty much like sectioned him off. Like he jumps on the station, Mei instantly walls behind him, and then like it's just him and the rest of the red team. Well, I guess. So that would have like I feel
it didn't
like
play
it
out like
worked.
that.
Yeah.
Korn played smart. He played around the sign, so he could still do damage for the most part on that first push. But it looks like MPD. Pretty sure MPD is going to be sticking to the Pharah for the most part. Rar is going to be on the Winston. Unfortunately, no more Reinhardt for him. Herb staying on the Ana, Airbus on the Genji, and Ori's going to stick around on that Zarya.
I think my biggest issue with going back to the last round again was 999's Hanzo pick. I just think on this first point it's just too squishy and doesn't have enough escape for a dive. Like, yes, if you can just sit on the station, it can just like fire freely, but
it can defend pretty well. But against dive, you're just kind of a target.
Yeah,
they are going with the pharmacy.
This is actually an interesting. Oh my god,
I want to see how it works out. Like,
they're get spotted here. They're all coming. But there's a counter dive.
Yeah.
Screw holding on the station.
Yeah, the dive on the dive.
Sure on the both supports though.
Like it's actually working out in the side of 999. It's just Gravy and Round, but Airbus is in a bad position. It's gonna get cleaned up by Round, and MPD and Herp are the only ones alive. Get the bubble on the Mercy just to kind of keep her alive. She's a little bit less safe than normally.
Yeah. I think the big issue with that push there is they didn't protect their supports. The supports stayed on the high ground, and the Fair Mercy was just shooting at them, so they couldn't keep up with their team. So they went too deep there.
I mean, they did trade a good amount of kills for that, and they do have the closer spawn, so they are at an advantage even if there's a trade 1-for-1. But Corn does take out Herp in the beginning, and it looks like the rest of the team follows in suit, cleaning up kills. Not a full team wipe as Mercy just spawned up. They are going to regroup here. Probably waiting for some combos with their ultimate. A little bit disappointed that Ori isn't any closer to his ultimate here.
I mean, he doesn't have really a chance, though. I think he's been going down first in most of these fights.
Yeah, it doesn't really get a chance to build a charge, do some damage or anything like that. Zari wants sustained fights.
Yeah.
And the stick on Ori, like we said, just gets taken out right in the beginning, and then Airbus cleaned up by Corn.
I don't think Gravy's missed a pulse bomb this game.
He missed one, but it was close enough to where in that last final push. He missed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he, like
I mean, it's still
even if you don't, like he's gotten a kill with every pulse bomb was what I meant. But now we're looking at all of this blue circles on the red team here, and I mean you got
the new spark animations and such.
Yeah. New spark animations, and then like you have for 999, you have some decent ultimates coming up. You have your Dragon Blade, and then you have the good old Barrage.
Dragon Blade, they're just taking Ori out as fast as possible. They don't want him to get the ultimate, and the Rock Barrage does some damage, doesn't really get any kills. Herp just trying to keep the Fair alive, but with no one to keep him alive, he falls, and MPD goes down to Avlac. Pi, can he get out the speed boost? No, he cannot.
I'm trying to figure out why 999's losing all these fights, and I just think they're scattering too much, or they're just letting themselves get picked. Like
Actually, I just think it's just the organization of...
Yeah, well, that's like comes with the scattering. Like, BEWP has been showing they can consistently dive and like get a target in like the first 5 seconds of them going in, and or at least causing enough panic that they all scatter, and then they can pick off someone. Whereas 999's not really been doing anything to counteract that effect.
Yeah, it just... Yeah, they're just not letting them get any foothold here. And Rar pushes up like that, and then his team isn't anywhere in a good position. Valkyrie is popped, and the charge comes out. Does take out Lacrosse. No res for them because they don't have a mercy. Round just feeding some ultimate charge here. Can the shield block it? It does.
Pi didn't die to a deep bomb.
He's learned, and Herp just pistol mercy. Poor Corn.
Corn's gonna get out.
Yeah, he's gonna get out there. They do have an opportunity to stop this push. I think they actually are gonna go for it. Now that it's an overtime.
Corn's gonna go for it.
He is on the point, stopping it for now. Corn doing damage to Rar, and Avlac popping the Transcendence.
I don't agree with that because Ori's gonna have ultimate here. Oh, good shatter.
Yeah, that shatter really saved that game for them. They are gonna be able to push it along. I'd be chasing after that kill on Anna. She's not in a great position.
Which it looks like Erebus is gonna try.
She's by herself.
We see this Genji get 1v1 by Anna, and we'll get some pop jumps.
He's just gonna jump. Yeah, just gonna jump off. Doesn't want to feed any ultimate.
Yeah. But what I was saying earlier is Avlac popped his ultimate to get onto the point faster there, and like I know we were saying that they've been trying really hard to keep Ori from having any ultimate, but I mean it's been 5 minutes. He's going to naturally have an ultimate ready by then, and you don't have any other way to deal with a Zarya ultimate other than a Transcendence.
They don't have any of those flashy combos to go with it, but even just a good solid grab. At team coordination, not shooting. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the MPD switched from the
Yeah, he switched off of Fair.
Well, they still have the Dragon Blade, so it could have worked. But even just as you said, a solid grab would have worked in that last fight.
I think yeah, there's the Dragon Blade. Dragon Blade plus Nano might be a bit stronger. Lacrust is on that back lane. He's gonna get 3 kills with that, as the rest of his team cleans up the rest of kills. Rar. I don't know what that was.
Rar.
Yeah, Rar.
Saying hello and dinosaur.
Yeah. Oh god.
Lucas is doing so much work with that blade. I think every time he gets like 2 kills, at least.
or at least pressure enough to stop.
Oh well, there was that one time where he like didn't do anything, but as you said,
I mean,
pressure
still,
enough.
I'm sure he got assists on all those kills.
Or he's still sitting on this grab.
Yeah, I mean, there was 3 people right there. That would have been a good opportunity to do it. D.Va's defense maker just fell down, and they're just, they're just running around 999 at this point. Like,
yeah, they're just not coordinating as well. Like, as you saw at this, like, I actually don't know what to call this building. The like energy building. The garage, Zed's garage. Like, they all like scattered around. Like, you had like 2 people inside, some people in the back, some people on the road. Like, you can't do that dive. Like, dive's gonna be like, okay, who's the nearest person? Okay, we're gonna kill them. And then like, oh, now they're dead. Now we have an advantage fight.
All it does. Oh, Avalife with the nice shots on Airbus does take him out. Dying Pie dying to D.Va. MPD with the nano, no visor with it. The grab only gets gravy, and he's gonna go down. And Ori just stands there, Rar doing his best on the payload. Fortunately, he's
Dying Pie is trying to get back in time. There's a D.Va bomb.
No D.Va bomb for Pie. He is contesting, but he does get slept.
Oh, but Erebus is up and he's contesting a little bit. I don't think the rest of his team can get there in time though.
Nah. BEWP
So,
takes
like,
the first round.
Yeah. BEWP takes the first round, and I hate sounding like a broken record, but it just goes to show how big coordination is in this game. Like, that's I think that's like what the biggest cancer part of dive came about. Is just like, it just shows that like the more skilled team is gonna win. Like, there's no way that a lesser skilled team can pull off any kind of strat against like a more coordinated dive team.
Yeah, a dive team that knows what they're doing with dive is always gonna like come out on top. Versus if it's divey dive, that is.
Yeah. Because then it just comes down to who target prioritizes better and who's like actually like paying attention to like their surroundings. So it becomes a big game sense battle then. So we are moving on to control now, right?
Correct. It's gonna be Lijiang, Nepal, or Ilios.
Where would 999 like to go? Again, I just feel like if you take BEWP to Nepal, they're gonna run away with it.
I think Pi wants Ilios just for the pit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, anytime you have like less coordination, you kind of want to like. You want to have more like random factors in the game, so that like I mean that's what people like complain about Hearthstone all the time, because even I think someone did a study one time and it was like the most skilled player doing a boot camp could only guarantee he won 63% of the time. And that's like a low when you consider like how many like he grinded like 1,000 hours over the summer or something like that. So you always want to have like more random factors, so like a less skilled team can win. And Ilios is the map full of random factors, with a gigantic pit on a point.
I feel like Nepal, if we're talking about like pure like kind of chaos, I think what is it? Not Sanctum? Sanctum, yes.
The one with the pit.
Yeah, that's probably one of the more chaotic ones, because see some crazy strats just waiting for the team captain's pick.
My thing with Nepal is that all the points are pretty small. Like, you have Sanctum, where like you have like half of the like right outside the point, you either have a condensed corridor or a pit where you fall into, and obviously like you have side lanes that you can like go into that. And as we've seen, BEWP is very good about controlling their angles that they're attacked from. Then you have Shrine, which I always forget the name of. Okay, Shrine's the one with the center point, and
yeah, it's the one with the stairs that lead up to the center point.
And again, very condensed, like controlling angles from the hut or on the elephant on the right or left, I guess, whichever you're looking at it. And then you go to Village, which I mean that is just the smallest kill box I've ever seen. So BEWP would just, I feel like, would naturally be good on that map. Whereas you have like Ilios, where like Ruins, you have like as we said, you can kind of like cheese it a little bit with Widow, and the point, while like it is a death box, you can fight on the higher ground instead of fighting on the death box beforehand. You have the giant pit, which is going to be a Pi Pie's favorite place in the world.
Well, Pie just apparently is feeding, and the team doesn't want to go. Man, this situation.
Look at me, I'm captain now.
Okay.
They're really gonna go to Nepal.
All right, I'm gonna go with the majority rule. They want Nepal.
I want to die. Okay. So we are getting the control. I don't know. I think they should go to Nepal, or not Nepal. They should go to Lijiang or Ilios.
I honestly think Ilios would be the better bet.
Well, I always say this: like Lijiang is the best. Lijiang is the best like standard King of the Hill. Like I would consider Oasis, because Oasis is kind of unique because there's a lot of like fancy strats you can pull out on it because of all the like you have the jump pad, the like whatever, the library is like unique kind of structure with the downstairs, upstairs. But less on that. But like Nepal favors dive teams because of just how like aggressive you have to play on the map. Whereas Lijiang kind of favors more standard teams. You have Garden, which has a big neutral zone, and the point's kind of big, so and a lot of airspace too, so you can run like Ferris there. Control, whatever it's called, Control Tower or Observatory, I forget what it's called. Again, very big area. You have like this giant skybox, so you're not like constrained. And then you have what's the last point in? What haven't I talked about? Dude, I'm like like. What do we call the one with the tower in the middle? And that's like the more chaotic one because you obviously have like bridge control is a big part and like kind of like one-dimensional. I guess 2 ways to attack the point. So I just think that coming into this, like 999 has shown they can't deal with a coordinated dive team, and I feel like they just picked their opponent's home ground.
All right, starting off. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be dive versus dive. Actually, no, not dive versus dive. Dive versus kind of kill ball. They're throwing it way back with the kill ball strat of.
Oh, like season 2, season 3. Oh, good poke on Rar.
Yeah, Rar gets a good poke, and Herb actually takes out Gravy. But the comp of dive is just gonna be running through them at this point. MPD is on tank. That's something I.
Well, that was interesting, but you got a Mighty Morphin Green Ranger here, Lacrosse, just putting in some work, just dashing his way through the teams.
It's going quad tank now.
I mean, Anna's her nade's not good enough to heal quad tank. Oh,
No, I think Pi is actually throwing at this point.
I'm pretty sure he is too, because they don't have a second support.
Nope.
This is the hook onto the crust, but it looks like BEWP is just gonna hold them at this choke here. A good sleep on Rar.
Crust already with the Dragon Blade, looking for those kills to get cleaned up. Airbus just standing back, doing what he can.
Alright, they found the little piggy hiding in the brick house, so we're gonna kill him real quickly.
Huffed and a puffed, and he blew his brick house down. That's not how the story went, but you know, this is how it went in real life, apparently.
Feels bad, man. Yeah, it's gonna be so hard to get through this, but killing the crust is the first point in it.
Oh, yeah, even with the 3 tanks, they just have so much ult charge off of all that.
Oh, Pie's back on this, yeah, I see.
Yeah, this dive is just running through them at this point.
Yeah, it's always just like, it's hard to just put like a finger on why, like, what they could do better other than just like the general be more coordinated, because that's what it just comes down to with versing a dive team is.
Even with like, even in like a tournament play, I guess it's, especially Overwatch of all things, is that you can have the best aim in the world, and if you just can't defend or hold the point, you're gonna lose that game.
Yeah, Avalok with a good trans after MPD landed the Shatter to keep his team up, and he also tanked the charge, so being invuln during his ultimate, so none of his team died from the instant burst.
Yeah, good job from him.
Score 1-0.
Pi keeping up with his rant, Ilios would have been a better pick.
I think he's memeing.
He's definitely memeing at this point. No one would go on this long.
If we didn't have Pi, we'd stand a chance. Ooh.
Damn. Also true.
5, 4, 3,
Feels life, man, but
1.
going to be fighting on to Sanctum now.
The objective.
Oh, they have the crust is on the rat. He's given up his weeb life to go become a Junkrat main.
Junkrat's really good on this point. Being able to like knock people around for the most part. They're doing the shield strat with the it's double cheese. It's
But yeah, that's what this map has come down to. It's just pretty much like zone control. Orisa is really good about that because of her shield, just instantly able to set up a gunner nest. Hog obviously with the cheese kills on the side, and his right click's really good at taking out shields. And then obviously you have the soldier who's just consistent damage, and the rat who can control a choke like none other.
yeah, they're just gonna be even after they win that first fight, they're just gonna push up. They're gonna hold.
Wait, hold up. You can see what sound Pi's on.
Oh yeah, it appears above the head now. For spectators only, that is.
Yeah, obviously for spectators only, but that's hella cool. Oh, you know
Ori.
what?
Oh no, Ori landed on the trap.
Feels bad, man.
Got Airbus and Roar on a mad flank. They're probably gonna get Avlac here.
Avlac's
Lands a
hella dead.
flashbang, gets the shot.
Gets the right deck. Oh, misses the hook though.
The high
Airbus-
noon to
Not get anything.
I mean, zoning ult.
And then Lacrosse comes in with a double tire kill. Or he's just getting onto the point now. He's just playing hella aggressive. Gonna. I mean, it was round, please. But Ori playing aggressive, knocked up the Orisa. Thought he almost killed himself along with the Orisa, but it was actually Gravy shooting onto him. But yeah, I'm starting to agree with you now, Snow. It's just it's the dream team versus memes at this point, because I think Red Team has got a little too lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that these players, they're definitely not bad. These players are actually really good.
Oh no, they could take me to town every day.
This is a pug team. This is how it originally was, and seems a bit true to form as
I
they
think
are
it's just
now.
fun instead of like try harding super hard.
Oh, Gravy just walks off the
He
edge.
just walked off. Okay, interesting.
The sound barrier and the bongos come out. This might be able opportunity for them to pull it around. Pi was looking for a boop, but no one to boop for him. Timer's gonna tick down, and it looks like Boop and Gravy are gonna take round 2. Moving on to the finals.
Yeah, Boop and Gravy, sorry, just showing off. And hey, look, there's Gravy, showing they have just tremendous amount of coordination, along with just raw skill to follow back up, and just can chew away at like these uncoordinated pug teams, pretty much.
But
That was a dirty pull. Corn with 2 environmental kills.
a whole 2. Wow. Good job.
Touch him. Worthy of the card.
Worthy of the card. Well, Blue Eyes, White Privilege, and Gravy get to move on to the finals as 999 goes over to the 3rd place match. Not sure who they are versus just yet. That will be on this stream. Hope you stick around. Or if you want, you can go see the finals match over on the other stream. But gonna take a quick break as we set up the next match. See you soon.